so that we can get the intro. Except, gotta hit the button. Hey, Jakulius.
Yes,
Ben
Eric,
Bishop.
I agree Kursk was a tactical victory. Well, it's also clear we haven't broken the Soviets' offensive strength. Very well. Good luck, old friend. General, I was just talking to the Field Marshal, and it looks like our worst fears have been realized. Despite the major Soviet losses at Kursk, they're launching their first summer offensive, and our forces are reeling across the Eastern Front. It appears that you and I have become little more than firefighters now, running from one hot spot to another to deal with the latest emergency, which currently is here at Smolensk.
Okay.
Expect waves of enemy assaults, aimed primarily at Smolensk, but also threatening your flanks here. Hold the line as best you can. Should any Soviets penetrate your defenses, a general withdrawal will be our only chance to avoid encirclement.
Maybe I should get rid of my video feed up there in the future. Maybe it's covering it too much. Okay, hello everyone. KG Moose, Jakulius, OCB. I know Van Bishop is there as well, I believe. And I thank you all for being here. Okay, so we got that. And I think the Eric he's referring to is Eric von Manstein. We're going to end the briefing, and we're going to close this, and we're going to come back up to menu here. We're going to come up to load because you don't need to see me go through the deployment. And yes, I did test out just the first sort of turn and a half to see how this deployment goes. I think I've got it where it needs to be to attempt to hold out here in Smolensk against the Soviet offensive, or is this a counter-offensive against post? No, well, I don't know. Citadel or Kursk or whatever you want to call that battle. Okay, so we have deployed up in 3 basic groups up here in Neville. Some armor. We got anti-tank guns. I've added a lot of anti-tank guns. This is the PaK 41 up here, and that is fairly limited production gun. It's on the Gerlich, I think I'm pronouncing it mostly right, principle, in which it's a 75 millimeter gun, as it sort of calls barrel is sort of at the breech, but at the muzzle it is a 55 millimeter gun, so it loses 20 millimeters. Now the round itself isn't like a 75 millimeter round that gets squeezed down. It sort of has fins, would be the wrong term, but sort of bands on it or something that are on the outside, and those get squeezed down. But they don't work over long distance very well, and it also uses up tungsten, which is becoming more and more in short supply. Oh, and hello, Pixel, did I not see you earlier? Yes. And so that's becoming a shorter and shorter supply, so they didn't produce too many of those guns. Major defensive position around here. We have the new to Germany at this time, and the series, the Panther D here, and we still brought up our Oliphant. And we have our 3rd group down here. Going to try to hold Roslaval, I guess, I don't know. So, okay, so that's how we are deployed. And we're going to get our Russian onslaught. Yes, I know we can produce, but we can't deploy anymore. Okay. Hold on. Let me just check. Undeployed. Yeah, I can't deploy this unit. No more deployment access, so we have to wait on that until we can get to where we can deploy that. starts off with a nice Russian air offensive, which we have some AA guns to help with a bit. They're trying to attack outside of their range in some cases. Got some super units at 20 strength. Uh-oh, those guns are taking a pounding. Ooh, good. KV-1s, ouch. I think those are SU-122s. Okay, so we have survived the first onset. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to watch the AI. When I was playing the Salerno mission, I very much thought the AI was being overly aggressive, I would say. But was that scenario, and we'll see how this one works. Okay, well first I think what we're going to do is move you to here, and let's go after the fighter. Weaken him a bit. Or is he's maybe not so much considered a fighter? Not sure either way. What is that? Law 5. I thought that would be fighter. That isn't looking like the odds I was. Okay, there we go. Those are better. Yeah, it is a fighter. Okay, but we still gonna go straight after. That's highly suppressed and not very strong. Okay, well, up here. Another fighter that we want to go on and see if we can mess up a bit. That would be devastating, but I think we need to go after the fighters somewhat. Up there. It's out of that range, so let's concentrate our force, our attack. Sort of in this area. Now, that should help considerably with the air. They focused a lot of their strength down here now. And that was nice overrun, so Now, oh boy, you know how badly I want to get that KV-1. Think that might be an overrun? Well, they retreated back. Very good. Okay, that worked out fairly well. Yeah, we're going to earn some more points before I start assigning reinforcements. Okay, that attack will not be the best. Interest, let's reduce. Okay, now what I want to do here is, let's move you down to here. You fall back. You fall back to there. Here. It was a pretty good barrage. These guys move down to Vitebsk. Hold that. Yep, I think we'll attack there. Let them fall back, and we'll fall back to here. Let's knock down this super strength unit and fall back to the protection of our artillery. Well, there we go. That's what we're looking to do, I think, to hold here in the north. Well, let's move you next to the guns a little bit more to protect them. Okay, and good. Maybe we can take out the Su-76s. No, not fully. Well, you know what we can do is see if we can come up here, attack, and run away. And yes, we have more T-34s to deal with. Okay, that wasn't terribly useful. And I think now I can deploy this unit here. Very good. I think we're, well, we don't don't have that much. Let's do some reinforcement there, though. Counteracting the air attacks a bit. Okay, well, we are going to try to see how well we can hold with this. In doing so, see what we can do here. I just have the one Stuka left sitting back here that I didn't really want to bring up. Is there something we can attack next to one of our... No, not really. Fighters. Okay, well, let's end the turn. We have to hold out for 12 turns. Sort of read about something like that. Oh, I didn't think we would get attacked from down there. Ouch. I forgot to reinforce those guys. And that was a flame tank. I did not know the Soviets had flame tanks. Okay, well now we are having problems down here, aren't we? Like how he's sitting in the swamp there. Well, that's working fair. They got awfully heavily reinforced, though. I don't know if we want to be in the swamp. And yes, I should have used the artillery first. Okay, well. You come down to here. You kill them off. Oh, that works out pretty good. And they surrendered. So, do we get captured equipment? Effective flame tank and attack and so on. Yeah, I'm not sure about all of that. Okay. I don't think I'm going to follow them, even with this. Yeah, let's do that. Shift to here. These guys could come to here, I think. Now, up here where we're doing actually fairly well. Now, I like... I think we can do that, maybe. Nope, I was... Well, maybe they can come to there. Yeah, cool. I love the overrun feature of this. Yeah, as a scout. KV-1s, no, they're not made to scout. That is for sure. Good, we're earning lots of points. That's nice. Which I think we're going to use a big chunk just to those guys up to strength. Keep them. Something of an elite force. No. Now let's see what we can do about the Air Force. The enemies, that is. Start with some of our weaker ones. Well, that didn't go as well as I had hoped. Well, since we have a fighter up there, they might be able to escort effectively. Where do we want to use? Yes, we'll see if we can take this out. Oh. Okay, that worked. Right, a bit of concentration here. Okay, well that was Useful. Useful is a good thing. Oh, I don't think I want to leave my forest. Yeah, I thought they had all attacked. Just checking. I'm trying to sort of work on the flanks to the inside on all this, but I don't want to miss something. Okay, so for turn 2, we are currently holding out fairly well. Doesn't mean that there aren't massive forces still to come. I don't like my anti-tank guns. And maybe a bit of fear of AA guns, which I definitely have. They're using their artillery to go after my AA guns. Oh, I forgot to... Good thing they didn't attack us. I forgot to reinforce those anti-tank guns. Interesting. Okay, that's all very interesting. Very, very interesting. So if you come up here, take that out. Good. Put a massive hurt on those and take them out. Well, didn't quite take them out though. This time I am not going to forget. We are going to reinforce them right now. Okay, that's working fairly well. Now, here, this front. See if we can get an overrun. Yes, good. Ooh, double overrun. We want to come there or kill that. And another overrun. 1, 2, 3. 3 overruns? Wow. Okay, they just got devastated. That's maybe worth a clip, I don't know, of massive overruns. I hadn't quite planned all of that. Okay, they got hit fairly hard there. I don't know if I want to attack them. Let's come over here with these guys. They fall back. Good. Because what I want to do is just out and out eliminate. Well, that might suppress them. There we go. That works. That works. Our neat little defensive pattern is sort of messed up there a bit. Well, those guns are sort of mutually supporting. Well, let's deal with some of the air up here. Before I forget, let's do that. And they're down, fully down. Very good. Well, maybe we'll use that as an escort. Is there... oh, up here. Okay. Nope, not in range. Just out of range. A good air attack. Okay, so we're not going to use him this turn. Nail in the coffin of this thing, I guess. The Tupolev Tu-2 is down. Hello, kangaroos are cool. Yes, James Graham, the great Montrose. Well, I'm surprised that you figured that out. He is not a well-known military general. I think he deserves to be much more well-known. Obviously, maybe because I'm repping him as much as I am. Nope, we're going to stay back in protection of that anti-tank gun. Yeah, they fired. Okay, well, that... we're going to fall back to here with them because they are just reconnaissance. Now, this flank is somewhat open here. Worry about that T-34 if I move this guy out to go after this guy, so I don't think I will move him out. That 20mm probably won't do too well against him at all. I think they're going to move to the forest just to be in better cover. Well, I think he's doing good right where he is. And yes, we can afford that. That. Well, that's good to hear. One more person knows him. I didn't want to, because I've used a different image as an avatar on my YouTube channel. And I didn't really want to use someone that was so common that everybody just knew. But I wanted to use somebody I thought was really cool. I've read a bunch of his history. Okay, I like what we're doing here. Okay, now, because we forgot last time, let's see if there's something we want to reinforce. You've been shooting at airplanes. That is a little more exposed than I'd like. Okay, well, we are living on the edge, but doing well. Now we do have 6 more points of units deployable. We'll go with something like a Stug. What do you guys think? What should we do? We're defending against the Soviets. Do we want to go with some of our captured, which won't be very many, KV-1s? I don't think so. Do we want to deploy a Panther D? Another one. Don't think more anti-tank guns, but yeah, as in the Toad sort. Oliphant's doing well. Come on, guys, what do you think we should do? That's high on the list. If we go with something like this and go with a, well, we only have enough points for a whole elephant, but where we go with a Stug or a Martyr or even 2 Martyrs. I don't know if we want more artillery. We go for Brumbar. TAC bombers? Hello, Ellen Devout. TAC bombers. Yeah, the situation is changing. We go for this Henschel HS-129. 240. All right. We'll go with more TAC bombers. And we're going to keep them based back here just so we don't lose it. Base, that is, and then things on it. Okay. And we still have 2 more, but I don't know if... You can always undeploy or disband one of the Toad anti-tank guns. But let's move back to here. we're, as we can see the bunkers along here, we're not supposed to like take any objectives deep, so we're just to hold on. But we've got a lot more turns still to go, though we're doing well. There's an artillery piece back there that keeps... Ooh. Well, at least the AI is being smart enough to directly go after my anti-tank guns instead of letting them get ambushed. But those are a bit of something of a suicide attack, I would call that there. Okay, well. Alright, we need to shore this area up a little better. Those infantry can take care of that. We're going to risk that to get rid of the KV-1. Get rid of the PA-10s. These guys are going to fall back over to here to re-establish our front line. At least temporarily, those are going to move to give fire support to that unit. Now, here I'm a little worried about. Okay, well, let's use some of the tech air here. We're going to also bring the Stukas out and attack these guys. And then we're going to bring, not that they have many fighters left. These guys will serve as escort. Let me just down that totally. Good. And one last squadron. Oh, and we should have moved these guys, never mind. Well, let's do that now. Okay, now. We're going to fall back to there, which was their original sort of position. And these guys are going to fall back over there, which was their original position. No artillery in range. But we can come up with these guys. Hit and fall back. Yes, we're doing well, so let's keep the quality of the troops up. I'll undo that. Okay, so we've reformed our line fairly securely. This is sort of our weakest spot, but hopefully it'll be all right. We've got artillery back up there. Okay. So far holding out. Don't know why the jeeps are feeling they need to be right there or get the artillery shooting at me. Maybe the river wasn't a good idea to sit on top of that, even in the forests. Tigers in the mud. Well, not quite in the mud at the moment, but yeah. Okay, there's a good little pattern for that versus what would the Stuka attack be for? Maybe a bit better. This is another tactical bomber, but a Focke-Wulf one. Thank you, very loud motorcycle. Move in an escort. Do a little bit of strafing there. Now these guys can strafe. That worked. a turn. Don't want to get too greedy with the points because we may need them. Or something else. Alright, well, turn 5 done. I should have. They bring up their AA. More flame tanks, but not doing so well. Ooh, okay, T-34. Oh, the 57mm, the high velocity gun. Run into a lot of that on War Thunder. A lot more than historically was around, of course, but still. Oh, I think we just let them withdraw. This is where this really comes in useful. Strike and run away. They overrun, come up to here. Let's just take out this AA tank. The beauty of Tigers on the defense. I'm hoping they won't retreat after that attack, so that we can, well, not maybe kill them, but massively damage them that way. Okay, well, we're having that problem. I don't want to leave this front. Let's just reinforce these guys. And see if we can hold out until we get the Tiger moved down. It's just the infantry were in the way and I wanted to strike at that. Well, you know, yes. Oh, not in range, damn. This thing may be, yes, good. You'll get an escort for sure. Oh, that worked. hey, 5 Commando. You build units in this game. Well, you purchase units. In the sense, you come up here, you have... this is Panzer Corps 2, of course. You have a selection of units, both what they cost as in prestige points, as well as in numbers of slots. So this anti-tank gun here costs 240 prestige points, but also takes up 2 slots, so we could buy that. We have the prestige points for this, but we don't have the slots for it, so it's a mixture of things to determine your size of your unit, size of your overall unit. We're going to upgrade, or reinforce you, I should say. And you're going to come over here and escort him, just in case they come up with a nasty Soviet fighter. You're going to come up. Yeah, I'm not playing it at the highest level of difficulty, that is for sure. I think my experience as a player has taught me very much to combine artillery and anti-tank guns, depending on whatnot and where to put the units to make things very, very difficult for them to take. Yeah, it's not a, so meaning a Tiger tank. When you look here, a Tiger tank here takes 5 slots, where down at like a Panzer 3L here takes 3 slots. So it's not tank unit. It's the idea that you're not supposed to have, even if you have the prestige, to max out all of your units to what theoretical best they could be, because otherwise you could all have Panthers or whatnot, as the particular mission may be. So it encourages you to have a mixture of vehicles. It's actually done fairly well, I think. Now, of course, part of the reason I'm not playing on such super difficulty is we've got to make the YouTuber look good. They've got to look like I'm a good player, so everybody is impressed. Do remember that last the Salerno mission, I could not win it. Now, knowing what I know now, if I went back and from turn 1, I might be able to do it, but I went back to turn 16 out of 20 and tried to take the last 2 objective hexes, and I could not do it. I tried a couple of times. So even at this difficulty level, I just ran out of time on taking that. So that is a skill thing. But I'd also say on that Salerno one, and I know Van Bishop, you watched it, at least I'm pretty sure you did most of it, maybe just on the stream but not paying attention. I think the Allies, particularly the Americans, but over-attacked, overextended when they could have been defending their area much better. And I don't think I could have, well, it would have been significantly hard for me just to take the primary main 3 objective hexes and that. Even at this difficulty level. And I hope the AI isn't playing bad at the difficulty level. I think mostly the difficulty level is maybe number of core slots here, but also how much prestige you get. So that is my understanding. So I'm definitely getting more prestige to be able to get in reinforcements than if I was playing at a higher difficulty level. That is quite true.